night is white and the lights are dim. Won't you don't go home with him. Bodies is just, ugh. Tony Stixx is a creation out of my own insecurities during high school, to be completely honest. I was sitting in geometry class and I was writing down hip-hop names because I couldn't go out for Ron City MC anymore because I mean I was whack. You know, go buy no album under the name Ron City MC. And so I wrote a whole bunch of names down, and the only one that really just stuck out was Tony Stixx. But the way I spelled it, it was like I was trying too hard to be different. It was Stixx, and I was like, nah, that's whack. So I was like Styx, but then I had a teacher tell me there's a band named Stixx, and I went too. So I put an extra X at the end of it. You know, philosopher, thinker, disciple of the old school hip hop, all around good guy, you know, just an entertainer for hire, you know, that's what I look to do. There's a breaking point where you don't feel original. Like, I remember watching the Actor Studio with Johnny Depp, and he said that he doesn't take lead roles on purpose because he felt like a product. And when you feel like a product, you don't feel original, you don't feel like an individual, and that's what this is about, right? It's a group of individuals who are all doing the same thing, but we're doing it differently. It's kind of like, lack of a better time, it's kind of like, for a better example, it's kind of like the X-Men. I don't need a group of people who all got claws and who can heal fast. I might need somebody who can move something from a distance. I might need somebody to be able to blast something. It's kind of like music. You don't want a whole CD folder, you don't want a whole iPod of just Rusties or Kinetics or Alphas or Allens or Bashiris. You need a variety, because maybe Alpha can say something that gets you to the day that Allen can't. Maybe Allen's got a poem that'll get you hype that say a St. Peace doesn't. Maybe I've got something different for you. And so in order to break out of that shell, you have to find out what makes you you. You know, you can always refer back to what's helped you grow, but never become that. Love. If you don't have a love of music, if you don't have a love of anything, then that other subject is unimportant. Love is intangible. Music should be the same way, but we have proved over time that it can fall, it can falter too. It can take a bullet for us too. But it's love. Love is literally like a drug. Literal. But it's the best one for you. It's the best one for you, you know. Music is wishy-washy. Music can change. Love will never change. Love is consistently what it is. Word, man. To be honest, poet. Because when I do hip hop, like you said, I get compared to so many people. When I do human beatboxing, when I try to get creative and do my own, nobody ever really wants to hear my original beatbox. They want me to do, you know, the recognizable stuff, get my Dougie on, get my Rozelle on. But when I do poetry, it's the look that comes over somebody's face when I pick a certain topic, or if I said a certain word, or when I deliver it a certain way, or how I made you feel. That look is priceless every time. I would pick to be a poet the rest of my life. That's how I started. My talent is, what does it say in, what is it, 2 Corinthians? That if you do not use your talent, they take it from you. So he gave it to you for a purpose, but it's not just you. You know, you might paint something that might visually change somebody's life. You might do a young lady's hair that makes her feel beautiful on the outside and the inside. You might cook something for a soldier who's halfway across the planet so he can eat to get the energy to fight for somebody over here who now has the ability to go to school. Everything you do is bigger than you. And so when I did this album, I took into consideration that I just got put on a 4-year journey that wasn't meant for me. That's meant for somebody else. So when you put yourself in that mind state, when you give whatever you do a higher purpose, it makes it all the more worthwhile. The graveyard shift are gentlemen who are willing to put in extra work past the hour that they're needed. That's the graveyard shift. I've got Michael Scott, the drummer, Richard Troutman, keys player. I've got Adam Thompson, saxophone player, and I've got Paul Logan on the bass guitar. And these gentlemen who are well known for what they do, in the field of music as musicians who didn't have to agree to playing for me for free did. They recognize that this is something bigger than them. You know, they could be helping somebody else along the line by helping me. You know, these are gentlemen who are willing to put in extra work even when they're not really benefiting from it directly. They're willing to put in that extra work. That's a graveyard shift. They dig me. So you come to a Tony Stixx show, expect to have fun, expect to laugh, expect to go, expect to go, oh, Joe, son was nuts. Expect to just have an all-out good time and to leave with something. You're gonna leave with something, whether it's a critique, whether it's a CD, I hope, whether it's a smile on your face, you're gonna leave with something. You know, expect to get nothing but all of me, because I would want you to give me all of you if you was on stage. So, you know, universal law, man. Do us the honors that you have them do unto you. My final words would be to dream like you never sleep, live like you never die, fight like you'll never lose, win like you gotta prove just how dope you are, meaning to life you see, the keys being who you ought to be. So keep on shining. Tony Stixx.